Tyler Robinson, 22-year-old white kid. Not a military op. Yeah, exactly what I thought. A lot of people could make that shot. I could make that shot. My family could do that shot in their sleep. You don't need training for that. You just need practice. And apparently his dad was a cop, sheriff or something like that. Don't know motives. It's tricky here because it could go either way, right? Like I know they said something about there was something on the casings, but then I thought the ATF said there weren't things on the casings, so that's a little like this is what's tricky about this is like what's completely real. Do I think this kid did it? Yeah, I do. But I don't know his background. Like, I guess they're saying that his family's Republican. Someone said that he's dressed up as Trump in 2017. I didn't look into all that. That's just what I saw on the news stuff. So I don't know motives. I was never going to be surprised if it was someone on the left, though, because Charlie Kirk's a monster. And you can be pro freedom of speech and gun rights and all that stuff, but you're not free from the consequences of what you do with those things. You know what? I may not have agreed how he went out, but Charlie did. He supported it. You know? So I want to just wait a little more till we hear more about the family in the background before I dive into that. But you know, people say there was no way it was him. He couldn't have made that shot. The fuck do you know about guns? If you're saying that, you don't know anything about guns. Or you're a conspiracy theorist, because there's veterans on here going, it had to be whatever. No, it doesn't. What the fuck are you talking about? Have you ever been hunting? Have you ever just gone out and practiced? That's so fucking weird to me. I'm like, God, shut up. Because usually things are just the more plain thing. It's not some conspiracy theory that you dipshits talk about. Fuck, I cannot. People already in the comments going, no, this is a distraction. It's not a distraction. Charlie's gone. The files are here. They're not going anywhere. And I don't know. So, and if I don't have this right, someone tell me. But I've seen several people go, well, he was starting to bring them up again, and that's why I can't find where Charlie was pushing for them again. And I saw a post on Instagram, someone put up like 2 days ago, said, oh, he was fighting for transparency again. He was trying to get them. That was a video from July. So I haven't seen anything new. Not that I watched this podcast, but I've tried to search it. I don't find where Charlie was pushing for transparency. I thought he said that signature the other day was fake. So I don't know what the crap that's about. And if someone has information on that, please let me know. Like real, not, oh, I saw this thing. You know, what's the reaction going to be like on the right? Ultimately, it'll just go into the ether, okay? Because that is the world we live in. No one matters that much anymore. Because, and especially now in this society, because there's just going to be the next person and the next person and the next person. And, you know, there's going to be more security. If I was on the left, I would absolutely have security, because you will probably get some guy that feels like, you know, he's got to be the patriot, or he's got to be a Christian, because I know the Christians are hyped up about this. You know, we have to protect him because he was a Christian, as if that was what the assault was about. Like, ugh, gross. And you also have quite a big group in here that are still wondering if this had something to do with Epstein. Now, that's the right doing that. And that maybe it was the upper, you know, group that was connected that wanted Charlie to be quiet. And so that's making them question things in the administration and the higher ups, and that's a good thing, you know, because QAnon destroyed a lot of stuff in that party, and it's going to continue to do it. I mean, let's be clear. Just because this happened doesn't mean the right isn't still absolutely melting and falling apart. Okay? They are. I'm going to do another video on this, but we had a hardcore MAGA friend last night tell my mom that Trump is evil. And she, well, I'll say more, but it was pretty violent talk towards him. And not 4 months ago, I heard her screaming about how Dr. Fauci is worse than Schmittler. That's the flip around people are having over there. So yeah, they're going to have this moment of swelling of grief or outrage or whatever. But understand, you're also seeing big reactions from people on the left. Right, wrong, good, bad. I think part of that is because we all, especially chronically online, because the rest of the world doesn't give a fuck. They don't know who he is. They don't care. They know his teeth, if anything. Like, he's nothing. But to us, we all felt like we knew him. Whether you liked him or you hated him, there was just a sense of knowing the guy. And then we're sitting there watching the thing, watching him just be his regular self, and then brutally executed. That's not a normal thing to see, right? We hear about the school shootings, but we don't see those kids lose, get shot in the neck. We don't see that. And sometimes I almost wish we would, because I think the reaction would be different. You can't disconnect from it, because you can be really upset, but there's not that feeling of throwing up and that it's just a feeling you can't even describe. I keep trying to put words to it, and you can't, because I don't care that he's gone. Like, bye, you racist piece of shit. But also, like, just seeing someone slump like that in a public execution style thing that you're a witness to, that just, what the fuck? I think that's where a lot of big reactions come to, because it's just like, oh my God. It's, if we just seen a celebrity like go down like that, it would probably be kind of that same feeling, because we feel like we know him, like him or not. So, and a lot of people like him over on the right. They're going to have a lot of big feelings coming up. And it's my advice to just let it be. Don't fight with them. Don't anything, because the more we resist on this, the more it's going to stay alive. Like, if you want to make a martyr out of him, keep fighting about it. Like, you can do your happy dance in your house if you want, but fighting with them about it will do no good, right? And it'll keep them ramped up longer. We want the news cycle to pass. We know Fox News is going to stay on this, so, let them keep the fire stoked. We don't have to do that. I wouldn't be engaging people on the right about that in a conversation, because the feelings are big on both sides, and it's not a win-win conversation, not right now. And as much as they're going to try and make a martyr of him, like, then they have to focus on gun violence, because it's like, oh, wait, how did he die again? Oh, while he was talking about gun violence. Like, it's hard to get away from that. Oh, he's a grieving widow. Oh, how did he die? Oh, executed publicly while he thought it was all funny to talk about. Hey, he died doing what he loved, and I may not have agreed how he went out, but he did. He absolutely supported that. So it's a very hard case to make. So all the big feelings are going to come up. All these grown men are crying about it. Just let it work itself out. Be vigilant when you're out. Don't post extra shit on here if you don't have to right now. Like, it's just a weird time. Let it move through. Okay? And, again, whether you agree or disagree or whatever about what happened. In some ways, it isn't the worst thing in the world, even though we're going to take a hit from this, right? Is for some of these kids to know that you can have, freedom of speech. You can have your Second Amendment right. You can go out and promote hate. You can go out and be a Charlie Kirk. That doesn't mean you're going to survive it. Because Donald Trump has made them feel immune. It's made them, the racist voice, come out very strong. And someone punched back. Like, whatever the motive was, there was a punch back. So they may not be so quick to want to run and jump in his shoes or run and grab their cosplay stuff and go fight with people. Some, their emotions are going to take over and they're going to, cause problems for a little while. But others will go, oh, that's what war looks like. No, thank you. But hey, Charlie went out on his beliefs. Good for him.